Welcome back to Euro Transfer Talk on Euro Football Daily, and with just a month to go until the major leagues kick off once more, it feels like a number of deals are nearing completion. So let's take a look at the bigger stories this week. We start with the ongoing saga involving Bayern Munich striker Robert Lewandowski. It has been well documented now that the 33-year-old wants out of Bavaria, having recently declared his era at Bayern is over, and I don't see any possibility to continue playing for the club anymore. This will obviously be a difficult pill for the German champions to swallow, with their Polish talisman having netted 153 times in the last 3 seasons alone, and topping 40 strikes in all competitions every campaign since 2015-16. Barcelona have been keen on taking advantage of this situation, with Bayern having rejected their initial €40 million offer, but now Sport 1 are reporting that Xavi's team are preparing a bid of €50 million for the former Dortmund man. Club President Joan Laporta confirmed an offer was made, accepting that there will not be a quick solution to this ordeal, but do remain confident that they can reach an agreement. However, and this will come as no surprise to anyone, the Blaugrana's ability to finance this deal has been called into question, especially after coming to an agreement with Leeds United over Rafinha. The move for the Brazilian winger is said to be worth €72 million, matching Chelsea's offer for the 25-year-old, funded in part by the presumed outgoing Frenkie de Jong and the Catalan giant selling future media rights in exchange for an immediate cash injection. The uncertainty surrounding that, combined with Lewandowski's decision to force a move away from the Allianz Arena, means that other elite sides are keeping tabs on the situation, namely Chelsea and PSG. And according to Christian Falk, Chelsea would be the striker's preference should he not get his preferred move to the Camp Nou. Amidst all this though, Bayern's stance has remained the same. Lewandowski is not for sale. Club sporting director Hasan Salihamidzic recently told Bild, "Our position is clear. Robert has a contract until summer 2023. We expect to see him in training on July the 12th. Well, that means that Lewa was back for pre-season today, and here's a video of him arriving at training. We'll have to keep a close eye on how this situation develops to see whether he'll be carrying on with Bayern Munich for the rest of this season. Despite Bayern Munich saying that Lewandowski is going nowhere this summer, the club are understandably hedging their bets and scouting the market for a potential replacement, effectively wanting someone to step into the Polish captain's shoes without missing a beat. Their pool is somewhat limited, and the name that has risen to the top is Harry Kane. And the Bavarian Giants believe a move for the 28-year-old is conceivable, according to German magazine Kicker, even if they have to put off any deal for 12 months. Kane has 2 years left on his current contract in North London, so it's believed that any deal this summer will be too expensive, especially considering Manchester City's failure to sign him last year despite a 9-figure bid, and with Bayern Munich currently pursuing other pricey targets, including Juventus's Matthijs de Ligt. It's easy to imagine Kane would thrive as the spearhead of a potent Bayern attack, having netted 183 Premier League goals in just 8 seasons as a starter, rapidly closing in on Alan Shearer's record of 260. But in the knowledge that Spurs won't be interested in selling this summer, and of course a possibility he chooses to see out his career with the club, Bayern are also eyeing up Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. Napoli's chairman Aurelio De Laurentiis is also known as a shrewd negotiator, and according to Corriere dello Sport, will refuse any fees less than €110 million, a figure that would be a stretch for even the richest clubs in world football. And considering sporting director Christian Guntoli has admitted to receiving calls about the Super Eagles man, but not having received any offers to date for the 23-year-old, it appears he will also be staying put in Serie A. But what do you all make of the Robert Lewandowski transfer saga? Do you think he will leave Bayern for Barcelona? And if he does, how will the German champions replace him ahead of this season? Let us know down in the comments below. As we briefly mentioned a moment ago, it appears that De Ligt is favouring a move to Bayern Munich from Juventus over Chelsea, with player and club said to already be in advanced negotiations over personal terms. This is despite the Bianconeri yet to receive an opening bid from either club for the 22-year-old Dutchman. So with that in mind, Thomas Tuchel is exploring other options, and whilst they have been linked with the £45 million rated Nathan Ake, a cheaper alternative could come in the form of Napoli centre-half Kalidou Koulibaly. The Blues are prepared to to stump up the £34 million that his current employers are asking for, or so say Corriere dello Sport, as the Senegalese international enters the final year of his contract, making this summer their last opportunity to cash in. Juventus are also said to be interested in the 31-year-old in the event that De Ligt does leave Turin, and whilst they'd certainly be able to afford him, the feeling might not be entirely neutral. According to Sky Sport reporter Gianluca Damasio, if Koulibaly is to leave Naples this summer, he doesn't want to remain in Serie A, handing a huge boost to Chelsea in their pursuit. However, Napoli won't be letting him go without a fight, with both manager and chairman vocal in wanting Koulibaly, who has made over 300 appearances for the club, to stay at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Boss Luciano Spalletti has even told the board he will resign if the former Genk man does move on, with De Laurentiis admitting that they can't force him to stay, suggesting this summer could finally be the one that Koulibaly gets his move. Chelsea fans, let us know what you make of this deal. How far would Kalidou Koulibaly go in solving your defensive issues? As ever, the comments section is open. As one icon deliberates his future at Napoli, another has already left, as Dries Mertens departed the side upon the expiration of his contract at the end of last month. This makes the 35-year-old a free agent, and after successfully converting from a winger to a striker, Napoli's all-time top scorer would make a welcome addition to any side wanting a true goal-getter. Whilst the Belgian wouldn't say no to staying with the club he has represented since 2013, he has already turned down one contract offer, and time is running out for the two parties to come to an agreement, with Italian newspaper Il Mattino ruling out Mertens remaining in Italy should no agreement be reached. That opens the door for a potential move to the Premier League, with both Leeds and Newcastle interested. Leeds United head coach Jesse Marsch has already revealed his side are actively hunting a striker, and Mertens, who has scored over 250 career goals, certainly fits that bill, even if his strike rate has slowed slightly in the last couple of campaigns. Meanwhile, Eddie Howe's Newcastle have seen negotiations with Stade Reims striker Hugo Ekitike stall in recent weeks. Whilst there's no doubt Mertens would be a good pickup by either side, there are questions about whether he can be a leading man in the Premier League at his age. Leeds and Newcastle fans, do you think he could do the job for you? Let us know down below. Last week, we brought you the news that Arsenal and Newcastle United were prepared to go head-to-head over the signing of Lazio's Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Whilst that rumour has cooled down somewhat, the two Premier League sides now have another midfield target firmly in their sights, and that is Lyon's Lucas Paqueta. Lyon's failure to secure European football for the upcoming campaign cast doubts over some players' futures, with the 24-year-old Brazilian chief amongst them. The former AC Milan playmaker is eyeing a move away from the Groupama Stadium and may get his wish soon, after an admission from the club chairman Jean-Michel Aulas. The enigmatic 73-year-old confirmed that offers have been tabled for Paqueta, who contributed 9 goals and 6 assists as Leones finished the season in an underwhelming 8th place. Meanwhile, his manager Peter Bosz has also admitted to having conversations over his star's future, saying Lucas is a very important player, but it depends on what he wants, only adding to the speculation surrounding him. With a contract at Lyon until 2025, the French side can command a hefty fee for Paqueta, who is valued at €35 million on Transfermarkt. As mentioned, both Arsenal and Newcastle are interested, with the Magpies believing their acquisition of former teammate Bruno Guimaraes back in January could be a deciding factor. Arsenal, however, have recently signed another left-footed attacking midfielder in Fabio Vieira, so the real question is how much do they actually need Paqueta? So that was this week's Euro Transfer Talk. What did you guys think of the rumours? Let me know your thoughts down below. And what did you think of any rumours that we've not spoken about? Get them down there as well, and we'll try to get back to you. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure you click the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, click on screen right now. And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Euro Football Daily.